Summer, 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 summer. Hey, everybody. This is Richard here. You know, summertime is a time of peaches. Fresh, ripe peaches that smell like butter and roses. There's a restaurant here in Austin, Texas that makes really good peach cobbler. So we're going to go the way of dessert. We're making peach cobbler. Let's do it. Here are the ingredients. You need about 3 pounds of peaches that have been peeled and with the bone taken out of it. And the ingredients that go into this are going to be listed on the screen there for you. Very simple stuff. Vanilla, a little bit of spices, a little bit of water, sugar. Not too much spices because you don't want to overwhelm the taste of the peaches. Sugar, flour, baking powder, condensed milk, an egg, water, and some melted butter, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get going on this. We're gonna put the butter in the pan, and you need like a 9 by 13 inch pan to do this with. And I like to use my hands, okay? So if anybody gets offended about this, it's no big deal. I mean, my hands are clean. So what you wanna do is you wanna coat the bottom of the pan like that. That way your peach cobbler won't stick. And if it does stick, that's okay because you can always scrape it out. And you get like the little browning part of it on there and the flavor is really good. So you do that. You melt the butter, you coat the pan, you set the pan aside, and then you combine your flour and the sugar and the baking powder. Okay, and this is going to be like the cobbler dough. Cobbler dough? The cobbler dough. And it's almost like you're gonna make biscuits or like sweet biscuits, but in a sense you are, because when you put this in the pan on the bottom and then you put the peaches on top, you're gonna have the dough that's gonna rise up through the peaches and make like a nest of peach goodness. So that's that. You mix the flour, sugar, and baking powder, and then you get all your liquid ingredients together, and you mix all that together, the egg, the condensed milk, and the little bit of agua fresca, fresh water. And this is really pretty simple because if you just, it takes longer to get all the ingredients together than it does to put it all together and stick it in the oven. So, it's not that hard. And these are ingredients that you usually have in the house. I mean, egg, milk, peaches, peaches, if you can make this even in the middle of wintertime because they have really good quality frozen peaches. And those, which are really good, actually just as good as a fresh peach. So, that's, and then you put the liquid into the dry. Like that. And here you are making a really rich batter. Okay. This looks almost like the bread dough that we made a while back, but it's not, unfortunately. But it's a little bit variation, okay? So here you have, let me put this over here so the camera can see it. This is what it's going to look like, okay? You don't want a stiff dough. You're not making bread. You're not making actual biscuits. You're making a little peach cobbler batter, okay? So you get the pan, and you slide it on over, and then you just put it in the pan, put it in the pan. You see how quickly this is going? Well, we don't want to eat this quickly. We want to eat slow. But making it, see that? It's on the bottom of the pan. The butter is like there, ready to do its job. And if you want to taste the spoon, like I am, it's okay. It's really sweet, but it's really good. So the oven, the first thing you want to do is set your oven at 375. 375 to make this goodness. So how easy was that? Okay, and then you kind of like go like this. Doesn't that look nice? Look at the color on this stuff. And this would go good with some vanilla ice cream. So just that's it. So then you want to put this in the oven for about 50 minutes or so until the batter rises and it covers the peaches and it's baked. Okay, so here it goes into the oven. We'll come back and see what it looks like. All right, time has gone by. It's been about 50 minutes to an hour, something like that. And the peach cobbler is doing good in the oven. It's bubbling very nicely and happily away, and the smell is delicious. So we're going to take it out and take a look at it and show you what it looks like. It looks really good. Oh yeah, here it is. There it is. You see all that bubbliness going on there? It's amazing how such a little amount of dough can do this, and peaches can come together. And look at that. I mean, that is awesome. Awesome, awesome. You can also make this in a pan that looks nicer. Not that this is an ugly pan, but you can take it to the table and they can dish it out at the table with some ice cream. So we'll let this cool down and then we'll come back and we'll give it a taste. Here is the finished piece of our effort. We made the dough or the batter and the peaches. We put the spices and all the flavors and the goodness. We have a little bit of vanilla ice cream on here to go with this cobbler. And you don't have to come to Austin, Texas to taste stuff like this. You could just try it out at your house. So let's try some of this stuff here. See, this crust is golden. Look at that. It comes out pretty amazing. Going in, you think like, wow, what's that going to look like? Well, it changes. What's it going to taste like? Oh yeah. The tart, sweet flavor of the peaches, the cream cuts that little tartness. The smell of butter and roses. Eat slow.